Thank you so much for coming. This is really exciting for us. We have 7 very exciting competing bands here today, but we also have 2 guest bands, and it's going to be a great evening as people are coming in, and coming in. We're filling up. TJ's Gift is a very busy enterprise these days. We're really excited to have this going on. We've got our gala coming up on May the 12th, and we've got lots of things that are going on that you guys can check out in the front hall. I'd like to say a few thank yous before we begin tonight. Your organizing committee for tonight and last couple of weeks ago are Blake Houston, Raven Castle Sivas, and Lyle McKenzie. Can we have a round of applause for them, please? It's a dangerous thing to know Mrs. Wiebe because she ropes you into doing all kinds of things. Right, Blake? I also want to thank Stacy and Kelsey Lafreniere, who are at the front wicket. And I would like to thank Melissa Lapushnek, who is at the table. And Stacy, our daughter, Wiebe, who is at the front desk as well. I'd like to thank Braden's girlfriend and sister, Ronnie, and help me out, Braden. Sarah, yes, who are helping us out. Thank you so very much. And I'm going to turn the mic over to Floyd.
Hello, everyone. All my Facebook friends. I just like to say a couple of thank yous as well to my little gopher, Ben Savick. I don't know if he's here. This little guy helps me all the time with everything he does. He's 15 years old from Dakota, and I love him. I also want to thank our sponsors, Quest Musique, for this incredible equipment. Let's hear it for Quest. Quest Musique has also donated the $500 second prize, and they've donated half of the other prizes that we've also donated. I also like to thank Privateer Recording. How many of you guys are ready to produce your own record? Yeah. All right. Yeah. You get first place, you get 10 hours in a recording studio. Privateer is amazing. And of course, I want to thank Lance Thompson for doing those incredible shots. Weren't they amazing? Yeah.
I wanted to tell you guys that we're doing something different this year than we did last year. And that is every band that's competing here is getting a prize. It's not going to just be the top 3. It's going to be every band that's competing here that's getting a prize. So that's going to be a little bit more fun for everybody.
Okay, I'm going to, for the next 10 minutes, this next video is really close to Karen and my heart because we worked very hard on getting this video out and telling TJ's story. Some of you may have heard this video before, and if I could really have the house exceptionally quiet right now. Thank you very much. The video starts off really quiet, and I'd like it because this is the only reason that we are in this room. So I will introduce you to, I'll start the video right away, and then Bubba B, the MC, is going to come up and take it over for the rest of the night. Thank you very much, everyone. TJ was 20, murdered on January the 5th. He knew what he was doing that was wrong. He still made that choice. And they planned my son's murder.
TJ was my brother.
He was my brother too.
He was a great person.
He could do so many things.
TJ liked spending time at the lake, swimming, and being outside.
He played the tuba, trombone, guitar, and piano.
He loved things like snowmobiling, bow hunting, and scuba diving.
He was in Cubs and Scouts.
He was trained in welding and auto body.
He was just a regular kid.
He was a really generous, very, very kind-hearted kid, very fun-loving. Whenever I hear the phrase "booyah," I think of TJ because he loved that. He'd play, you know, some video game or whatever and he'd yell, "Booyah!" You know, and that, to me, that's TJ's phrase. TJ was a really loving son. He was immensely grateful for things. He never left the table without saying thank you for a meal. If it was breakfast, lunch, or supper, you know, he'd get up and he'd say, "Thanks for supper, Mama." And he never left the house. Even after a fight, he would never leave the house without saying, "Love you, kisses, hugs," every time. And sometimes I know he said, "Love you, kisses, hugs," and I'd say to him, and I'd be so exasperated with him, and I'd say, "I love you too, TJ," but that doesn't stop, you know, whatever the problem was. But he always said, "Love you, Mom, kisses, hugs."
TJ found a passion for under-the-sea life and was working to become an underwater specialty welder. He was just finishing his welding diploma at Winnipeg Technical College, and after his journeyman training, planned to go to a Vancouver school to become a certified specialist.
TJ had all kinds of hopes and dreams for his life. He became a scuba diver, and he was also an auto body technician. He got a certificate in auto body from the Winnipeg Technical College. And after that, he elected to go back to school and get his welding certificate. And so he was just a couple of weeks shy of getting that certificate when he was murdered.
But while TJ was a wonderful person with great potential, he made some choices in his life that were not the smartest nor the healthiest. TJ also used and dealt drugs. These are choices that TJ made in his life, unsafe choices that affected not only his life, but his family's.
We were very aware of TJ's involvement with drugs. I don't know if we know exactly when it started, but I would suggest around 15 years old, experimenting, and it sort of grew and his attitude changed along with his drug use. We did not know a lot about drugs. And sometimes I go back and I go, you know, why couldn't I have picked that up? But I didn't. Basically, a lot of TJ's personal attributes were similar to those that you see on the internet about what do you look for in signs of cocaine use or pot or any kind of drug.
We struggled with TJ's drug involvement for at least the last 2 years before he died. We knew he was involved. We didn't know how much he was involved, but we knew he was experimenting.
60% of illicit drug users in Canada are between 15 and 24 years of age. Nationally, the number of youth aged 15 to 24 reporting the use of at least one illegal drug increased from 23% in 1994 to 38% in 2004, an increase of 67% over just 10 years.
When TJ became involved with drugs, he obviously found a new group of friends, and he led a very dual life. He had one life that was drug involved and one life that was not drug involved. We only saw the non-involved drug life. We did not see that other life. And along the road, he became very, very, very good friends with this girl. TJ also met a 17-year-old boy who wanted this girl's attention and basically got really upset that TJ was spending more time with her than with him. And he basically phoned up a buddy that he had met in Manitoba Youth Center and said, "Hey, I want you to kill this guy." And this guy just came over and said, "Well, I don't think I'm going to kill him, but I know 2 guys who will." And called 2 more guys. And the 5 of them sat around a table and they planned my son's murder.
TJ was murdered by kids who also used and dealt drugs. He was betrayed by these so-called friends out of jealousy and greed.
TJ was murdered because of a love triangle. Obviously, there were drugs involved. TJ was involved with drugs. He was dealing. He was using. The 4 people that were arrested for his murder were all dealing. They were all using. The girl that was involved was also dealing and using.
Illicit drugs impair a person's ability to reason, perceive, understand things correctly, feel emotions, and think clearly. It is known that these so-called friends smoked crystal meth just before they killed him. Tweaking is a behavioral state characterized by a dangerous combination of anxiety, irritability, aggression, paranoia, and hallucinations. tweakers, or people who are tweaking, are at a high risk for injury or violence. Some people may develop paranoid thought patterns, severe agitation, and psychosis. Their behavior may be erratic, bizarre, or violent. TJ did not choose to die. His so-called friends made the choice to take his life. But TJ did choose to be involved with drugs.
We faced him with the fact that he could not have that lifestyle and live at home. He could not have his family and his drug problem. He had to choose. TJ chose his family. He agreed to leave that lifestyle and to be part of our family again. Agreement was that on January the 6th, 2003, which was the first day of school back after our Christmas break, that we would start on this journey together. And he was murdered on January the 5th.
Because of their choices, TJ's teenage murderers will be in jail until they're in their 30s or 40s. They're missing the best years of their lives.
They all made a choice that day. And it just shows me how incredible, important a choice is that you make.
TJ wanted what every kid wants: to have fun, to be successful, to travel to cool places, to be someone. TJ was murdered by people who chose drugs over his life and friendship.
Every day people make choices. TJ made a choice. He made a choice to use drugs. He made a choice to sell drugs. He didn't choose to die. He had no idea that those choices would end up with his death. 5 people sat around a table and made a choice to murder another human being for absolutely no reason. They made a choice about drugs, and that's all they cared about. You can make a choice. Remember TJ's choices. Remember those 5 people's choices and what they did. You have a choice. You really do.
Thank you very much. That's the reason we're here today. And I'd like you to think about that throughout today and the rest of your lives, and that's why we're here. This is why Karen and I do what we do. We don't want another father or mother standing up here ever. So thank you very much for being so attentive to this. I also want to say a couple thank yous that I forgot. One is Greg Dwornick is one of our judges tonight. Greg has been an incredible friend recently to this foundation. He, on his own, took all the video together for a Rockin' for Choices video concert at MTS Center, where Bubba performed, in fact. And he put this together, this incredible DVD out there for us, charged us nothing. He brings his gobo to light up our logo on the side. He brings his haze machine. He brings his lights out. I just want a big round of applause for Greg Dwornick right now. And Bubba. And one more thank you to Brad Cesarani. Are you here, Brad? Brad? Yo, there he is. Brad is going to shoot some awesome, awesome photos, which will eventually be on Flickr, like the other awesome videos or pictures that we had. And Bubba, it's all up to you. Let's hear it on for Bubba B, the MC.
Thanks. You're awesome. How's everybody feeling? Boom, that sounds a little bit better. That sounds a little bit better. If you can't see and he's sitting way up in the back there, my name is Bubba B, the MC. You can hear me on Hot 103 every Monday through Friday. You listen? Yeah, nice. Thank you. Thank you. I gotta give a huge shout out to Floyd and Karen Wiebe, who without them, TJ would just be a distant memory. So big round of applause, please, for Karen and Floyd. And the fact that they want to reach out to the next generation, which is you guys, the next generation of artists and performers out there and give you the opportunity and the platform to be able to do this, that's phenomenal as well. So, boom. Okay, so, you guys want to hear some music, right? You want me to stop talking? Okay. I want to introduce you to the judges tonight. Our celebrity judges, I might add. Yeah, woo, that's right. They are celebrities. Our judge number one, no particular order of course, is Chris Miller from Dreadnought. Where are you, Chris? Stand up. Also, from Deep Cave Productions and the Filthy Animals Band, he's a producer, he's a rapper, and he was TJ's friend. Please make some noise for Big Bear. There it is. Okay, you heard Floyd talking about him a little while ago, and I personally worked very closely with Greg for a number of years now, and he's an awesome guy. Please make some noise for Greg Dwornick from Crazy Maiden. Yep. And last but not least, the man who probably knew TJ the best, other than his mom and dad, please make some noise for Chad Wiebe, TJ's brother. Good looking man, strapping young man there, good teeth and gums. Your mom raised you right.